save updates with Paro. And yeah, it would be nice if there will be one person after Max, because then we could do at least half people today. So do we? Okay, so next one will be Serge Stingrich. Are you here?
No.
Jan Putz? Okay, good. Then you will talk about Common Mark, and then on Thursday you will.
So, hello. I'm Max Maton. I'm a PhD student in the Elmo team in partnership with Mindway, or in Mindway in partnership with Elmo team. I'm working on the update system for the update mechanism in Paro, because we want to be able to ship Paro in a way that you can update your application even on a production server. I want first you to consider that you just made an awesome web application, you released it, and it's very successful. You got thousands of requests per minute, and it never stops. But it's quite buggy and you need to update it. My question is, would you trust the system to perform your update without stopping or interrupting the service? If your answer is no, you don't trust the system, you are like me, and I will show you how it works. If your answer is yes, well, please come and talk with me, because I'm interested in new technology. So, I have a small demo, so here I'm just gonna create my experience server. That's very convenient. Thank you.
That means you are doing live updates if you are running server?
Yes. So, here I got my server and I got an amazing web browser. You see that it's loading, it's quite slow because before giving the information, it needs to check the right of the user if it have right to access to that information. It takes something like 5 seconds. Actually, the application is very, very simple. It just gives you the username of a specific user. And the user is defined like this, with a gender, a username, and the password. In the next version, because of, I don't know, politic issue with feminist person, we want to remove the gender. That's the only thing we changed in the whole application. It should not affect the behavior of the application. If I I will first apply it, and then run a new request, and you will see that it does not change the response. So I go back on the first version. Here, the point is, on a production server, we cannot predict if a request is running or not, or if it is under treatment or not. So what I'm gonna do is start a request, and while it is accessing the data, I'm gonna update the object. And we don't get the same result. The same method was running and everything was exactly the same, but we don't get the same result because the object, the user, was under treatment and tried to access the second instance variable. But during the time it tried to access it, the structure of the object changed, and now the second instance variable is the password and so we get the password back. That is an interesting issue, maybe a security issue, and you don't want that on your that to happen on your production server. So the interesting point here, or the challenge, is to find the correct state to apply your update. Because the object was under treatment or was being accessed during the update, while the update happened, that's why we get this error. So we can imagine an update system that will wait for the correct state to happen. This is the point of the of this KSN finder that will try to find a KSN point. A KSN point is a state where the application is inactive, or at least all objects are inactive. So I would just try to rerun the same thing. So I go back to the first version. If I run a request, of course, I get the right data. Here, just Canard. But if so I'm gonna just try the KSN point finder. So I will start a request, execute the new updating mechanism, and we will see the response. We get John Connor back. So, yeah, the thing is that it keeps all the requests. None of them should be lost with this system. But it assumes that your application does have a KSN point, a point where the data is not accessed or is not used. It's not true every time. There is work to do with more general way of updating using update points. KSN points are a subset of update points. But basically, yeah, that's it.
Max, how do you define your KSN point?
Sorry?
How do you define your KSN point? Now, yeah. Quick answer. Does it work?
Basically, a KSN point is where all the objects that are involved in the update are not on the stack of any process.
Okay, thank you.